Ah. We have a restaurant. Or a bistro, as you would say. Apparently there's a troll back there and a guy here. Gimlet.
I wonder if this is that Cafe Olay everyone keeps going on about.
Nope, it's not that.
Gimlet. Here's a dwarf who knows the meaning of the word hygiene. He thinks it's a greeting. Still, at least his shirt front can act as a sort of menu.
Well, that's good. When you see all the food on the shirt, you can tell what the menu is already.
Hey there, sir. Hey there.
Hello.
What can I cook for you?
Oh, great. He's Italian, dwarf.
We got the meals for one and all. A fixed price menu and everything come with a pickle.
Great. A pickle.
What's on the menu?
Oh, mice, sir. Mostly mice. Ethnic dwarf cuisine, sir.
Mice? You mean you're dishing out rodents?
Not just any old mice, sir. Big, fat ones.
So you mean rats?
Prime squeakers, sir. Good pink noses. No finer in Ankh-Morpork.
What makes you say that?
Operation of the jaw. Tongue and vocal cords, sir. And then the words just fly out. Oh, sorry. You meant the food. Very select rodents, sir. And hygienically prepared, sir.
Rodents hygienically prepared? How?
I always wash my hands after touching them, sir.
Well, that is
Fair
hygienic.
enough. Can't say fairer than that.
Yeah.
A rodent bar. How lovely.
Prime eaten, sir. Vol-au-vents and ratatouille. Fresh caught at the table, sir.
There's that
And
mouse
do you
again.
cook them?
Cook? And ruin the flavor?
So you bring them raw? Ew.
This may sound a daft question, but don't you have anything that isn't rodents?
Maybe they have some strawberry tart.
We do have rocks.
Oh, great. Rocks.
Rocks.
How about strawberry tart?
Yeah, granite, quartz, some prime cuts of obsidian, fresh today from the quarry for my troll customers.
Oh, trolls eat them.
Even some
those.
candy rock for afters.
Oh, nice. Candy rock.
I know it's not mice, but, well, he seemed wise to spread my clientele, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Go for the troll dollar, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Trolling for more customers?
Bad joke.
That's the one.
Bad joke.
Candy rock, that's right, sir. It's like a toffee for trolls. Well, very chewy toffee for trolls. It might have a bit too much mica in it. The only problem is that it can make the teeth fall out. Bad for them, you see, sir.
Well, that's usually what candy does after a long
But
time.
I tell a lie, because we're out of it at the moment. Someone ate all the wheels off the delivery vehicle.
Somebody must have been really hungry.
Happens about once a week, that does. Must be a la carte menu.
Should have expected a pun.
Raw mice au naturel. Why is it I have such a sense of foreboding and dread?
Well, because we need some blood from a mouse. And they have mice here.
Cool, that's enough of this conversation for me.
I wonder if we can catch the mouse that we keep seeing. Oh, mousy, 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 up here. Oh.
Chili powder. Compliments to the high energy magic facility. Just been in the same scene as it, makes me sweat.
Take the chili. You never know when you might need to burn somebody's mouth.
Either these are stains on the table or the food is flatter than is usually the case. Either...
On menu.
Aha, a menu. I wonder what they serve here.
Well, let's take a closer look.
Let's see what we have here.
And there's the mouse.
Rodent in a bun, rodent in a bag, live rodent en brochette, and stunned rodent cordon bleu prepared in a white wine sauce with shallots, truffles and small potatoes.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, damn, they only served that one on alternate Tuesdays.
Of course.
I think you might be confusing me with someone who actually wants to exert themselves.
Garçon. We would like to make our order.
All right then. One extra rare mouse burger.
Right, sir. Hey, I think I can hear one of the little squeakers now.
We saw one squeaker around. Right there. You got fast hands, dude.
There you are, sir. Extra rare.
Called live just 2 seconds ago. Awesome. Well, we have a mouse. A mousey!
Mousy? I will hold him and cuddle him and name him George. Or something like that.
I will hold him and hug him and call him George.
Chili powder. I taste test this stuff, but the animation budget won't stretch to a proper demonstration of the results.
It would be bad.
Oh no, not that old saw.
Ah, ha ha, funny.
A handmade clay pot, currently empty.
I guess we cannot catch that mouse that runs
A
around.
stuffed fish. Well, you'd be stuffed too if you'd had your innards replaced with old wool bits and cotton scraps.
Yeah, you would be stuffed.
A stuffed pink flamingo. Actually, they say flamingos turn pink due to eating pink shrimps.
Uh-huh.
Since shrimps only go pink after they're boiled.
So, I guess they boil their shrimp.
Since shrimps only go pink after they're boiled.
I think they missed a sentence there. It seems like that's the case.
Incense. Frog scented.
Still don't get it. Frog scented.
Dibbler's do-it-yourself banging grain. No refunds, no returns, no regrets.
I'm cutting me own throat.
A brooch. Glitter dust, eh? Well, I'm sure this will come in very useful.
Yes, because it is one of the items that we need.
A clown's hooter. Now I can blow my own horn at last. Bellows. Strangely soothing to operate, but I don't know if they'll ever catch on.
They've been around for hundreds of years.
A graduated measuring device.
Okay, so we got ourselves a mouse. Now to get some blood from it. Do we just use this on the mouse?
I'll need this after I've got some blood from him.
Yeah, but we don't have an item to... Well, we have a saw.
Sawing that in half wouldn't help.
Yeah. How about feed him chili?
Doesn't need to have chili added to it.
Well, it would make a tastier, rare, extra rare mouse burger. So let's take a look around the shades to see where we can go. I don't know why I started singing. It doesn't make much sense. A collector of what?
Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses. Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air.
I guess the corpses are not corpses. Bring out your dead. I'm not dead.
So this is the dead collector, huh? When I was a lad, I just used to collect butterflies. I suppose it's just a matter of scaling up.
I feel happy, happy. Bonk.
Bring out your living dead. Bring out your living dead. Dead collected, corpses transported. Guaranteed disposal to far-off climes. The dear departed stay departed. They like it so much they never come back.
Uh-huh.
Highly recommended service.
Sure.
Well, obviously the transportees themselves won't recommend us, but complaints are never ever received either. Bring out your living dead.
Well, it seems that you keep them under, you know, check. You just keep them under check all the time by clunking them on the head if they wake up.
Dead, sir?
Dead? Of course I'm not dead. Do I look dead?
No, hard to tell sometimes these days, sir. It's just that if you're dead, then you're stuck in trade. Our post-mortem travel service offers dozens of very exciting internment locations.
Look, I am not dead.
Look, you seem a little bit peaky.
Peaky?
Why don't you just hop on the old cart for a minute, and if you pop off, then it saves us all a lot of trouble.
Okay.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'll avoid resting my backside on a pile of carrion.
Suit yourself, sir. I'm sure they don't mind.
Yeah, they won't mind, but he would. Because he's alive.
Foreign climes? For a corpse?
Well, corpses have needs too, sir. It's not all just fun and games being dead. There's a sudden stiffness in the joints, continual growth of hair and fingernails, not to mention noisy poltergeists and neighbours who dislike being gnawed.
Ignore?
No, gnawed. You know, maggots and such like. Pshaw. Should hear the way some of them go on about it. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can do about it.
Well, you could pick the maggots out of them.
Still, I thought the offer of a few exotic locations for internment might soften the blow, as it were, sir.
Well, even the dead need vacation time sometimes.
So, how is business these days?
Tailing off, to tell you the truth, sir. Most of the dead hereabouts nowadays provide their own transport.
What? They just start walking around all by themselves?
Yeah, bloody cheek. 1 minute you've got a livelihood, and the next minute everyone decides to be a zombie, all posh-like, and starts walking about and frightening school children. I've had to ruin myself, making my service more attractive.
Attractive? How?
Well, used to be we'd just take the stiffs and chuck them into the plague pit outside of the town.
And now?
No, beautiful ceremony it was. Very touching, watching them slide down and go thump at the bottom of the hole.
Uh-huh.
Real poignant, like.
How about now?
Now, though, you have to make it seem more attractive than wandering the streets as one of the walking dead. So now we offer transport to foreign climes. You know, sun, beaches, relaxation, that sort of thing.
Sounds good to me.
Hopefully, it's just what your freshly snuffed corpse desires. A good holiday to get some of the kinks out.
Uh-huh. Like I said, sounds like a good idea.
Posthumous travel services. I wonder if he gets many return customers.
Hopefully not.
Goodbye!
So what do we have here? We have the More Ger, if I do remember, yes.
Can you imagine what horrors that could be kept in here?
Skeletons, maybe?
Granny Weatherwax. A tough lady, this one. Best to let her get the beauty sleep she so obviously needs.
Apparently it says, I ain't dead on the sign there. Maybe it was supposed to say, I aren't dead.
Jars, eh? I'd say somebody around here has a pickling fetish.
I don't think it's all just pickles in there.
Slops. I don't think we ought to examine this one too closely.
Yeah, there will be some stuff that we don't want to find out.
A poster. Ah, Neo-Fauvist post-cubist surrealism, I see. Oh, wait a minute, I think it's upside down.
How would you know? Nobody would know that kind of stuff when it's upside down or not.
I guess this is the bucket they all kick before they go.
Ah, funny. Can we get it?
Nope, afraid it's welded to the floor.
How is it welded to the floor? Doesn't make any sense.
Just the thing for putting his equipment on. Just the thing, a cold, hard slab of stone, and what's more, it's unoccupied.
So we can get on it if we want to. And we will later on. Still gotta find all the items for the chant. So let us go in here then, because we haven't gone in here before. Got a nice place in here. And the troll is the barkeeper.
Barkeeper, I'll have a pint of Winkle's extra flatulent, my good man.
You.
Down here. Oi, I said I'll have... Oi, come back here. Don't you know who I am?
No.
I am Casananda, the second greatest lover who ever lived, and the ladder salesman extraordinaire.
Ladders?
Come back!
He hasn't gone anywhere. I guess he just doesn't care about you. And are all dwarves Italian here these days? I didn't recall them sounding Italian ever.
Casananda, the world's second greatest lover.
Who's the best then?
It would seem that small things do go a long way.
Oh, aha! Yeah, see what you did there.
A troll. Entirely made from rock, but probably not as smart.
He doesn't look like he's made from rock because he's green.
What have we here then? Winkle's Old Peculiar? Bear Hugger's Extremely Odd? If that's gin over there, why does the cork keep trying to unscrew itself?
Because there might be something inside you don't want to know.
Yep, it's become a sort of standard. Find a strange bar, you'll almost certainly find some matches in it somewhere.
Well, let's take the matches then. Doo-doo-doo. Matches. Now we can burn the incense. You know, for the bees.
What'll it be, lady?
Greetings to you, my good man. And who might you be?
Who?
You.
You. I'm asking you what your name is.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are
I'm
you?
fine, thank you.
No, not how. Who?
Amazing, isn't it? In any other city, you'd be mayor by now. Just tell me what alcohol you have to drink. And by that, I mean something which neither eats through the glass bottle, serves as host to a colony of sentient protozoa, or ends me up in any obscure, farcical little problems with chaos theory and butterflies.
Yeah, that's all we've got. Protozoa. They're only little protozoa.
It's amazing, actually.
Ciliate or non-ciliate?
I think they're mostly rotifers.
Brilliant. He can't tie his shoes, but he can classify microorganisms.
Yeah, apparently.
There's one for the education system. All right, give me one very alcoholic drink, complete with sentient rotifers.
You want I should make it look pretty with a couple of little amoebas on a steak?
They wouldn't show.
Right, whatever.
They wouldn't show
And they
because...
say the art of cocktail mixing is long dead.
True. But there are still bartenders all over the place making all kinds of drinks. Rowie, we got a drink.
Ah, a tankard of ale. Well, sort of ale anyway, if you forgive the busy little creatures swimming in it. Oh, look, some of them are waving.
Hi. How would amoebas or other cell organisms wave? They don't have hands. And if they would be able to, how does he see them? You got really good eyes, Rincewind. Oh great, he's got a freaking rose in his mouth. I should have known.
And you are?
Casananda.
I am Casananda, ladder salesman and lover extraordinaire.
I don't know if there's anything particularly ordinary about that.
Oh, how we danced, how we danced through the night. We danced, and we danced, till our socks were alight.
Why did he have to sing?
So you're the world's greatest lover, are you?
The second greatest. You said it yourself.
Second greatest, really.
Yeah, you said it yourself, Rincewind.
But the way I look at it, if people think you're number two, then they know you try harder.
Good point. Good point.
So, what does the world's second greatest lover do with his time?
Oh, I'm always looking for fresh challenges, sir. I look at it as my duty to bring a romance and step ladders into the lives of beautiful women everywhere.
Too bad there aren't any women around here.
So, what does
Oh, I'm always...
this ladder of yours?
Ah, the finest ladder in all of the disc. The old equalizer, you might say. It allows the lover of a reduced altitude the opportunity to kiss his lady on the cheek instead of on the...
That's quite enough of that.
Mm-hmm. I really don't want to
Now
know.
look, I need a ladder. Can you get me one?
No, didn't want to know where he was going with that.
No, I only have one. And I need it for my romantic adventures. Introduce me to a beautiful woman, closer to the ground. A wild woman, a fair and beauteous flower. And the ladder shall be yours.
I hope it comes wash and wear.
I wonder where we're gonna find a woman of his stature.
I've found your perfect woman, I think. Or, to put it more accurately, I have found your greatest challenge.
The witch in the morgue?
She's over in the mortuary.
Oh yeah. That actually is the answer.
You mean she's dead?
She doesn't seem to think so.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
Great, we got a ladder. Just like in the first game, we also get a ladder. Let's go see what he does at the morgue to the witch. Hopefully nothing necrophiliac, because that will be wrong. No, he's not here. Huh. I thought he would appear here. Yeah, I know there's a person in the bar. I just wanted to follow Casananda. The vampire is in the bar. I've already said, Yulos, I guess you missed it, that I have played this game before. Until Act 2. The beginning of Act 2. So I know what I'm doing. There he is. The vampire.
Looks like a Bloody Mary to me, with the odd protozoan in it for flavour.
Of course he would drink a Bloody Mary. Why wouldn't he drink a Bloody Mary? Except, I guess, in case of tomato soup, there would be blood.
One vampire. And a pathetic looking one at that.
Yeah,
I
he
suppose
looks
you might
scared.
classify him not as undead, but more as anti-living.
No, that's actually a good point.
And look at his teeth. I bet they get the blood out of anything. Strange, though. I wonder if they're real.
Well, they seem to be real, alright.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
The blood.
I'm sorry?
The children of the night.
Nothing. Just trying to get into the role, that's all.
The role? But you're already a vampire. You just don't know how to act like one?
So, you're a vampire, then?
Indeed. Child of darkness, hell brethren, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a job. Someone's got to do it.
True. We all have our own.
So what do you do? I mean, I've often wondered just how a vampire spends its time.
Well, I am the night, you see.
Uh-huh.
No, not really.
Well, that is just my point. How is anybody supposed to be the night? It is not as if
Oops.
you're even asked. Just one night you're walking home and woof, you're a vampire.
Is it that bad, though? I mean, think of all the advantages.
What advantages? You tell me.
Ooh, lower food bills.
Yeah?
Low-cost housing. And black goes with everything, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's this whole night thing that gets me.
Well, you just go...
I never stayed out beyond 8 p.m. in the old days, and now look at me.
You don't stay up any
It's
later.
like the black hole of Jelly Baby out there. I keep falling over. Being undead doesn't mean I've got eyes like a cat, you know.
So you're blind?
I mean, I wish I had, but I haven't. So if I want to do any really good stalking, I have to carry a lantern, which pretty much defeats the whole business. I look silly.
Why don't you have the sight
Well,
of the vampire?
Is there some way other than just stalking?
Yeah. Of course.
Well, I tried advertising.
Yeah, that wouldn't help.
Wanted. Victims to be drained of their lifeblood by a hungry vampire.
Yeah, I'm sure that
Yeah,
didn't
you'd
work.
be astonished at how little response there was.
Mm-hmm.
Quite.
Yeah, I don't think that many would like to have their
And when I
blood
thought
drained.
about it, the whole business seemed wrong.
So now what do
So
you
I
do?
decided to give the whole blood thing a miss and start sucking something else. So I started on strawberry jam.
Uh-huh.
Did it work?
I don't think so.
Well, it tastes better, but now look what's happened.
They're false
See?
teeth.
I rotted my teeth. Who ever heard of a vampire with false teeth?
I'd sympathise with you more if I didn't have this awful foreboding that I'm going to have to use you later on
We do.
as part of some overcomplicated little scheme.
Indeed. We do need to use him later on. So Rincewind is right.
You're not a vampire?
I am! Look! I've got the cloak! I've even got the frilly shirt. Think I'd be seen wearing this lot if I was alive?
Possibly.
Look at this! That's for draining blood, that is. Yeah, terrified now, eh?
Not really.
Frozen by my powers.
Ooh.
Hypnotized by the terror that strikes out of the night.
Eee.
Gothic horror is dead at last. I wonder if anybody will miss it.
Nobody, because there's still more vampire movies out there that we do not care about. Way too many.
So, this is it. You're just going to sit in here and avoid being a vampire at all? Haven't you got somewhere better to go than a seedy little bar?
Maybe the graveyard?
Where should I
The
go?
graveyard.
Oh, you ought to see my home, my friend. A coffin at the graveyard.
Oh, so you do have a coffin.
You call that comfort, 'cause I don't. I'll creep into the crypt at the dawn and not a moment before.
That's usually how vampires do. Anyway.
So, this is it.
You call... I'll creep...
A toothless old vampire drinking a Bloody Mary without much Mary. Can life or undeath offer any deeper degradation than this? If it does, I'm sure we'll soon find out.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else.
So, where should we go next? A lot of places to visit. I'm trying to remember what other places we haven't been to yet. Well, we haven't been to the docks. But there is an area somewhere around the Shades that we can go to, but I don't remember where to go to get to there. The novelty stuff.
Novelty stuff. Now, this looks interesting. I wonder what they are, not to mention what use they could possibly be.
Well, it's called all kind of novelty stuff.
Very knockdownable, that wall. I should report them to the Better Homes and Gardens people. You know, I doubt that I can just push the wall down.
It could happen.
One seafaring fish-eating bird. I hope he's not looking for his dinner in the River Ankh. At least not without a pick and a shovel.
Yeah.
A hammer-headed shark. They're called hammer-headed sharks, you know, because their head is shaped like a hammer. See?
Yeah, I see it.
Now you can say you've used your computer for educational purposes.
Awesome! Hey teacher, I learned something from an adventure game. Hammerhead sharks are called hammerheads because of their head looking like a hammer. See? I'm smart. I doubt anybody's ever said that to their teacher. Now, let me think.
A good assortment of fish. I wonder if they're all undead too.
Well, they certainly look like they have their eyes open.
Either this is a net, or the moth problem around here's got out of hand.
I don't think moths, no, actually they do create string. That's what silk is made from. Can I use the saw on the net?
Sawing that in half wouldn't help.
Okay, so it's not the saw. Or something else that you need to use on the net to open it. And we really do need to open it. Is there anything here? This is just where the path ends. Why is it even here? There's nothing here. Oh yeah, the ship later on. Never mind. I'm just tired, so I'm not thinking straight. Keep forgetting stuff. Let's go back to the no, not the shop. The shades. This is the area that I was thinking about. There's an important house in here that we need to go explore. Mrs. Cake, the fortune seer. A genie bottle.
A genie bottle, eh? Obviously a good home for beings of the non-substantial persuasion.
Indeed.
Sort of a sense of foreboding here.
Why? Because of a skull? You think you're gonna die? Trust me, it's not gonna happen. Unless this is a Sierra game.
One crystal ball, complete with test pattern.
Test pattern.
Mrs. Cake, you'd think a hat that size would sap her strength, wouldn't you?
I guess maybe the hat has channeling powers, so it actually aids her instead of, you know, being in her way. You never know.
I better ask her about buying it.
Well, let's ask her.
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day. Eh?
What? How dare you?
What? How dare you? So it's sarcasm.
Look, I believe you're fouling up this whole conversation.
What do you mean? How do I do it? Well, now you're just talking rubbish. Order your thoughts, young man.
I'm trying.
Is it? Oh, what? Oh.
You have to go in a certain way about this.
Look, I believe you're
What do you mean? How do I do it?
Question mark.
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to do it?
Ooh, yes, that's what I am. Why, does it show?
That sounds like a sarcastic, or maybe thought bubble.
Well, now, oh,
Hey, what's the thought bubble?
is it? Oh,
Look, I believe you're...
No!
But, is it?
Stupid,
Oh, I am-
son of a...
well, now,
Stop clicking
Is
so
it?
much, you
Oh,
idiot.
Hey,
what? How dare...
look,
What?
I just... Hey,
Ooh, why?
she's talking like she already knows what I'm going to say. Is she a clairvoyant?
Yes.
Well, it's nice to start all over again. I'm sorry about all that. Sometimes I forget I've left it on, you see.
Hello there. Nice day. Oh, damn it, we're back here again.
Eh? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my precognition off.
So that's how it works.
There we are. That should be much easier.
Like a machine in your head. Nice music change, too.
A psychic, eh? Well, who'd have thought it?
You did, dear. About 3 minutes from now.
Do you really get away with all this? Just pretending to read other people's thoughts?
Well, it's not as if I'm making money at it.
Well, you should.
Ask most people to crush your palm with silver and they look at you like you're some sort of beggar. The only fringe benefit these days is the ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm?
Ectoplasm? What do you use that for?
Never you mind.
Okay. Never mind then.
I am too.
You're not really a psychic.
I will.
Prove it.
All right, ask them.
I know. Answer my questions.
Blue.
Describe my favourite colour.
A rash.
Describe what I got for my birthday.
Fat, toothless and covered with sauce.
Describe my breakfast.
Frilly underwear.
Nope. I just can't remember what I meant to ask just then.
Frilly underwear.
I do, and you ought to wash your mind with soap and water.
Oh, excuse me, lady.
Now, why don't you just go off about your business? Or I'll tell all the nice audience about what you keep in your sock drawer.
Oh, do tell. We're interested. Oh, man. Well, how about the genie bottle?
Might I borrow that genie bottle you have up on the shelf up there?
I tell you what, you can have the bottle, but only if you get me some nice, fresh ectoplasm.
Ugh, ectoplasm?
Ah, ectoplasm.
What? That stuff that drips down walls? Sort of ghostly goo?
Exactly that.
That's the stuff.
Yep. The gooey
Nice
stuff.
and slippery.
Ugh.
Won't the wallpaper get all sticky?
That's what the punters want these days, dear. They don't think you're a proper psychic unless there's ectoplasm sloshing all over the place.
Really? That's kind of a big demand.
Where does ectoplasm come from, anyway?
Ooh, you can wring it out of spirits if you can catch them.
You can wring it out of a
Squish
spirit.
it out of them like wringing laundry.
Huh. It's cool. We do know of a ghost.
Where does it...
Ooh.
Is there much of a commercial call for ectoplasm?
Not really, because we know where a ghost
You
is.
should pause for thought.
But the first time when I played this game, I didn't even know that there was a side room here. I was stumped for a long time until I looked up a walkthrough.
A good assortment of jars containing all manner of the latest accessories for the modern medium. A dressmaker's pair of scissors.
Is it just me, or did the music get louder once I moved here?
A petticoat. Ooh, silky. But at least you can see through it, if you want to, for any reason.
Well, if we could put that on the milkmaid, maybe?
A wooden dummy. Hey, its arms are almost as dainty as mine.
You really got dainty arms.
A closet, just the place for the odd skeleton or two.
Can we pick up the petticoat? Nice one, Rincewind. Nice one. Good way of destroying that thing. Can we do something with the dummy too?
Try as hard as I could, I doubt that I could break an arm off.
Well, how about we saw it off? There! Now we have an arm! We're such vandals. First we destroy the petticoat, then we take an arm.
A petticoat? Such thin and delicate material, I can see clear through it.
I can see clear that now the rain is gone. An ironing board.
An ironing board? I never use them myself.
Why not? Sometimes you need to iron stuff. It's better to do it with an ironing board.
Don't you find something strangely soothing about an ambulatory box which can consume 50 times its own mass in food, clothing and furniture?
Yeah,
You don't? Oh.
Yeah, not really find anything soothing about having that kind of a luggage. So now that we've done that, we got the petticoat and everything, we gotta go back to the unseen university, but there is a place that we haven't visited yet. The cemetery, and we have a fool in here. And a pickaxe. I'll take the pickaxe, thank you.
A pick? Let's just leave it at that and not be picky.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, we got a pick. Suffragester. What the hell does that mean?
A suffragester? Ah, now that's what I like about modern times. A woman is free to take her place, stride boldly forth, and get totally ignored just like all the rest of us.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
Overcome what?
That's what I was asking. Rincewind!
What was that? Fascist?
Why do you call us fascist?
I'm asking just what it is that you want to overcome.
Yeah. Bats.
Who tied you up like this?
I've tied myself here, yeah. Me, pig. Now try and repress me out of that.
You tied yourself up?
How?
It's an act demonstrating freedom, see? Well, it demonstrates my freedom to tie myself to anything I want to, whenever I want to. That's one of your basic human rights, right? And I'll fight to keep a hold of it.
You mean you want to fight for the right to lose your freedom?
Right on. Don't you want to know what I'm protesting about?
Yes, actually I do. Because you sound dumb.
I was half hoping to avoid it, but do go on.
I'm protesting for the right to have female members of the Fools and Jesters Guild. And I will not be moved.
So that's why you're protesting, to have more
Why are you
females.
protesting about it over here in the cemetery?
Yeah, good point.
Why don't you go and do it outside the Jesters Guild?
They never have anything worth tying yourself to over at that end of town.
So that's why you're here.
I like this, though. Quite a nice little steak, if you don't mind my saying so. Not an absolute prime choice, mind, but getting there.
Yeah, it's still debatable.
Then by all means be my guest.
Stay here as
Excuse
long
me,
as you want.
I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Definitely. But there is something that we can do to her. Pick her up.
We shall...
Excuse me.
We can pick her up, but I don't remember how. Or even if we can do it yet.
What's this one say? Only sleeping? He's fooling no one but himself.
Well, pretty much all the zombies right now are doing nothing but sleeping. They're only sleeping.
What's this one? If unattended, please ring bell.
Bell? Where is there a bell? Oh, look! It's Windlepoons. He's becoming Farrell, I think.
Ah! Ha ha! Another one! Go find your own grave, you rotten fool!
Windle?
Windle? Gad! That's my private name. Ah, you still remember, lad?
Of course.
Oh, great days they were. Great days.
Why would he forget? He was there.
Life? You don't know what life is until you're dead. It was great, all that breathing and walking around in the fresh air. Oh, I tell you, if I had my time all over again, I wouldn't reincarnate.
So, how are you adjusting then?
Poorly.
Oh, I'll never get used to this grave, I'll tell you.
It's not much
The
of a
walls
grave.
are so thin. All you can do here is lie around and listen to what the neighbours say.
That's usually what a grave is like, but they don't
So,
listen to neighbors.
What's it like?
Cold?
Being dead, I mean.
Cold, I guess?
Oh, I've had enough of it. The hours are too long for a start. Here, keep the wretched dead and alive hole.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with a grave?
Yeah.
Use it as a small swimming pool, huh?
Yeah, funny.
I can't swim.
I never said you had to fill it with water, did I? Yoicks and away!
Right. Well, it looks like I have a real mission then. I either restore Death to his rightful place, or else we'll be up to our armpits in gaunt, dark-eyed young Gothic girls dressed in black, all pretending that they can quote romantic poetry. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. Nah. Onward!
Well, having all Gothic girls dressed in black around you, reading poetry, it's not that good of a thing. At least not to me. And a coffin.
Oh, another coffin. You know, I think I'm really getting the hang of this object identification thing.
There's something next to the coffin. Looks like a glass. We do have the ladder, so maybe we can use it here. It's a lot longer than it looked at the bar. I guess it's one of those that you can stretch out. Ah, it is a glass.
A drinking glass. Now, why would anybody have a glass beside their coffin?
I think this is the coffin of the vampire.
A Pinewood coffin. Actually, it's a little cosier inside than is strictly necessary.
Because, yeah, it makes sense that this is the vampires, because I think he puts his teeth into the glass when he goes to sleep.
I have this strange feeling that I should leave it here.
Yeah.
It could be an important plot element.
Trust me, it is, because that's where the false teeth will be. But like the vampire himself said, he will only appear in his coffin at dawn.
A slab, aha, mounted beneath the coffin. A sort of primitive anti-gravity system.
It's not really an anti-gravity system. It's the gravity still applies here. All the slabs are just stacked up. So they're just higher, but they don't, you know, float. If they were floating, then it would be anti-gravity. I'm putting too much sense into their stupid jokes, aren't I? I ruined the jokes. No. There was something out here that I... There it is, the
A
brick.
house brick. Nice heft. Good aerodynamics. There's nothing quite like a good solid brick to bring out the artist in a man.
Let's pick up the brick. And use it on the fool.
Now pay attention.
Attention, yes.
You said that you have to haunt the stones and mortar of the guild.
Guild, yes.
Well, is there any reason why you have to stay here? I mean, if the stones are moved, then you can move with them. You could just hop into one of the rocks, and I could take you somewhere more interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Are you listening to me?
No. Oh, ho, ho. Chucky, 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 chucky.
Just get into the damn stone.
Ho, ho. Chucky, chucky, chucky.
Just get in there already. Jeez. The things you have to do to get things done around here. But since we have a haunted brick...
A brick haunted by my old pals Chucky and the Jester.
It's kind of amazing that he actually still has a stick, and the stick is actually also haunting. So that means from the first game, the stick was actually a living thing. I know it talked, but I thought it was just magical. But apparently it was a living thing with its own soul and such. Anyway, let's get some ectoplasm.
Yuck, they feel all cold and slimy.
Because it's ectoplasm. How did I do this?
I think you might be confusing me with someone who actually wants to exert themselves.
He makes the swallowing sound when you double-click an item on him, so it goes into the inventory. How did you... I can't remember how to get the ectoplasm out of the rock. I know you have to do it, but I don't remember how. Well, I'll think of it later on.
Will SpiderMwa ease the ooze out of the ghostly brick? What will he do next? Find out next time on the next episode of Discworld 2.